Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power, Save the Planet, man, here on sensational Saturday here in Connecticut. Watermelon juice, man. My God, folks, if you don't think that is the most delicious thing, then your taste buds need a reset. Honest to God, it's absolutely delicious. I'm not sure if I like the juice better than the actual fruit. I eat both, especially with these coming months when we get into the warmer weather and the melons are just to die for. To absolute die for. Now, you saw the thumbnail. Chinese people don't eat Chinese food. Yep. Now, here's I'm going to go back about 40 years, 45 years, when I was in college. Now, I went to the Mannes College of Music in New York City, and I was a professional trumpet player for 15 years, full-time. Then I get into teaching and playing, and basically that's still what I do today. And the trumpet playing on either side of these videos is moi. That's the type of thing I do. Anyway, we were, now in New York City, this is a very eclectic conservatory. Juilliard, Manhattan, and Mannes are the three in New York City, and they're basically interchangeable with faculty and all this sort of stuff. But we had a very large influx of Oriental Chinese and Japanese students. And one year, we had three guys in an apartment and an open room. So we were advertising at the school if anybody needed a room. So there was this, one day housing called us, and they said there's this girl coming in from China. Her name was, I don't remember. Her American name, she called herself Billion. I'm not sure exactly what her Chinese name is. But she was coming in, and she wants the room. Okay, she's a violin player. So she's coming in, and we found out what flight she was getting in. So we met her at the airport, and blah, blah, blah. So we bring her home. We get her all tucked in and all that sort of stuff, ready to go. And we thought we'd treat her. Very American, treat her to her first night. Dinner's on us. So what do? We're in New York City. We brought her down to Chinatown. Okay, and we go to one of our favorite restaurants. And of course, we're ordering all this, sweet and sour chicken and, sesame this, sesame that, and all that sort of stuff. Just basic Chinese food. And she didn't speak a word of English at that point. And she was talking with and she didn't know what the heck we were saying. She couldn't read the menu. So she ordered something, very deep Chinese. We didn't know what she was saying. She ordered something on her own. Okay, so our orders came, and she just started laughing and laughing and laughing. What the heck is she laughing at? She points to our food. No Chinese food, no. And her order came, and it was nothing more than some rice noodles in a broth that she's eating with chopsticks and whatnot. And I told you, we had this egg roll and that roll and dipping it in all this crap and everything, and sweet and sour this and sesame chicken. No, she just laughed. We don't eat that. We don't eat that. She was this big. Okay? Now, fast forward how many years? And it was a couple weeks ago. My wife and I are going out to dinner to our favorite Thai/Chinese restaurant. Okay? And we got there about 4 o'clock, which was before the rush. Okay? It's not that big of a actual restaurant, so it does get very, very busy with lines out the door and all this stuff. The food's excellent. So we get in there, ask for a table for 2. And sure enough, as we're standing there waiting for our table, the door opens, and you could see all the people that were working in the kitchen were sitting down eating. And each one of them had a bowl with chopsticks with exactly what Billion ordered the time before. Okay, and it was rice noodles in some kind of broth. Could have been a chicken broth, I don't know. And anybody else just had plain rice. Guys, they don't eat this stuff. Guys, the Chinese food is just so Americanized. And it is so full of fat. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, fried rice and all this sort of stuff is full of fat. It's like French fries, man. Anyway, so we're going to our table, and we walk by our waitress, who is eating her dinner before the rush. And guys, she is sitting there. Now check this out. She is sitting there with a mountain of cantaloupe and a mountain of cherry tomatoes with chopsticks. That's what she's eating. She's this big. Now I just have rice and some steamed veggies and stuff when I do. So but guys, the traditional Chinese people are eating rice and some fruit and some veggies. That's it. And this young lady that was our waitress, she couldn't have weighed 100 pounds. And I'm telling you, man, there was no bulging muscles. There was no definition in her arms or anything like that. She was not working out. But she had a mountain of food in front of her. A mountain of food in front of her. Guys, they are not eating this stuff. Except in the major cities where heart disease, hypertension, type 2 diabetes is just as rampant as it is here in the States because of Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's and all this sort of stuff. But out in the rural areas, no. These 80, 70, 80, 90-year people, men and women, are working all day in the rice paddies. Guys, this is it. Fruits, veggies, corn, rice, peas, potatoes. You eat that, and over a period of time, guys, you are not. You're going to be healthy. You're not going to get sick. Guys, read the China Study by T. Colin Campbell. Again, I got my certification and some of my postdoctoral work at Cornell, and he was one of my mentors, a brilliant man. And if you haven't read China Study, if you're so inclined, I found it fascinating. I found it fascinating. I read it several times, and it could be a little dry. I mean, it's not recreational reading by any means. But guys, if you're interested in this, the most comprehensive study of nutrition ever conducted, guys, it's mountains of scientific evidence. This over years. Now, it was done at Cornell, and now it's still going, even though after the book and everything, the Chinese government opened up their books for generations before it was actually the China Study actually started. And even when the conclusions are all in, they are still continuing the study. Now, the T. Colin Campbell School of Health at Cornell is the biggest research institution for health in the world. It is beyond reproach. And these people that are trying to push paleo and keto, well, guys, they are lying to you at best, or they just don't know what they're doing. The problem is they can sell you supplements. The keto paleo guys. The rest of us, we just eat fruit and rice. Guys, who's going to make money on that? Goya might make a few bucks. Yeah. You spend $8.99 on a 20-pound bag of rice. It's going to last you a couple months. Guys, it is the healthiest and cheapest diet you can ever have. That's it. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.